Hey everyone, my name is Brandon, and welcome to Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion. Or, I'm sorry, I meant Mario the Music Box. Arc. So, now that I know basically every ending to this game because I was too lazy to play it all by myself, thanks RobbieMax64, I decided I would give a review on Mario the Music Box Arc in its entirety. And, well, wouldn't you know, it's because I was inspired by Picosspray, so go check out his channel and video in the description as he displays my thoughts about the original Music Box game, except for the fact that I'm a little biased about this game because I actually like Mario being in this, and it does the whole ruin your childhood thing well, and this should really go without saying. So first, the good stuff of this game. Something I liked about the game is its story. You remember how in the original game Mario and Luigi seemed to be included for no reason at all? Mario the Music Box Arc fixes that issue by a huge margin. In fact, the dialogue tells us that Mario was cursed to come back to the place because of Markion's wish of being his own ancestor. Arc goes deeper into the lore of this series so we can figure out what's going on. We got past incarnations of the original gang of Mario, Luigi, and Peach, a few new characters in Helena, Paisley, Luciano's son, and land in the form of a cat? But we'll get to that. It's no wonder that the Mario brothers went back to where they originally grew up from, according to this timeline at least, because their original counterparts, did stuff. Another thing that is praised about this game is the amount of effort that was put into the game. Mostly the art, although it looks like the insane route got much more treatment considering it has over 400 fucking pieces of art, and almost half of which I didn't even find. And that's not counting the ending CGs as well. This game is long, and I can tell Mario's friend 9 was very passionate when it comes to expressing herself. It didn't seem like she was afraid of expressing her emotions in what was supposed to be a vent game in the first place, but it grew to be more than that. Now we have an entire Wonderland update that's coming soon. But the endings are the definition of her expressing herself. Keep in mind that this entire game came from someone who was, and still is, depressed. So we're basically traveling through the mind of Mario's friend 9. Some of the endings are simple, while others are just heart-wrenching to even witness. I cried a bit when I saw the ending of Mario carrying Alice's illness and Riba burying his best friend. That shit had me hurt. The deaths carry a similar fashion to the endings in Arc. They all display gruesome ways for Mario to die. Some, very visualizingly descriptive. Others, downright hilarious. Another thing I praise about this game is that the mashing of the keyboard is now gone. Though it did not bother me that much, I know a lot of people hated this feature in the original Mario the Music Box game. But me, I handled it no problem. Yes, I know, back when I was playing the original game, Mario's friend 9 did not know how good some of us button mashers were. Now that the mashing feature is gone altogether, I imagine a lot of other people would enjoy it more so they don't have to hurt their wrist like some other specific person I know. One last thing I liked about this game is the collective amount of people who made stuff for this game. Myself included. You got Russell Sapphire's Athenium, Jerry Stuff's Hopes for Fools, Jerry's Undefined Heartshaker, Your Servant in Sin, okay, alright. Jerry made a lot of stuff for this game. Smilecat made more music, Bratwurst and Alwenza did concept designs, Russell also did voice acting, Taka Taka, Captain Bite, and so on. And then you got David M, or Ognik, who was basically responsible for coding most of, if not the entire game. It's nice to know that there are this many people who share interests in this game as much as Mario's friend 9 does. Oh yeah, and this track is still mad fire. Yeah, that was good. So that was all the good stuff. Now I'm going to get to the stuff that I still somewhat critique about the game. First, and this is just a personal gripe about the game, Riba's behavior does not seem very consistent. I mean, he's evil right here, and then nice right here, and then kills you here, and then he's a nice friend to you here. Hell, one of the endings has you in the hospital where Daisy comes out of nowhere and Riba is a freaking doctor in the Mushroom Kingdom? Like what, we make our way into the kingdom and then suddenly you're an MD? If he was still evil in the insane route, then why would he wait to kill you and at the end he decapitates you then? Oh, but wait, Riba wanted to kill Mario so he could escape the mansion because Mario's now free of Alice's grasp. That is not a very good reason when Riba is seen right here, killing the fuck out of Luigi, and then look at this, kills Mario too. I like the effort that was put into all of the death scenes, but another thing that I disliked about those scenes is this. If I played this game, F12 to skip was burned in my retina. I feel like this takes away from the panic that should be building up in me. Whenever I see this message, it basically tells me, well fuck, guess I gotta start over with no fear whatsoever. If the game did not have this, then I would enjoy the game much more because it's the fear of the unknown that I like. I don't get any fear when I know I'm going to die in a video game, especially in an RPG maker horror game like this one. My next problem with this game, and this is probably my biggest problem, some parts of the routes do not give you a clear explanation of what you should do. When people tell me about problems I have with the original Mario the Music Box game, the first thing that comes in my head is when we play as Riba, and Mario chases him into a room to where he had to lock the door to the room and hide somewhere. But if you didn't know that, you're basically in what would have been an endless loop of death if you didn't go to the internet and find out that you needed to lock the door, or you just got lucky and knew by yourself. Though it was at a lesser degree, Mario the Music Box Arc still kind of retained this problem. From my playthrough, this was from trying to find a key for Markion's box that was taped to the ground for some reason, and so you have to go into a forest where you find wolves everywhere, and then Markion's boss fight, which you have to click random pillars to weaken Markion drastically. For me being a very simple person, it's hard for me to catch on to stuff like this, which is why this is probably my biggest problem with Mario the Music Box Arc. Number 4. Though I like some endings, most of them introduce random characters / scenarios out of nowhere. One second Luigi stabs Mario and the other he regrets it right after. Riba dies in one sane ending but survives in another, and then he turns into a huge demon suddenly, and then a cult appears and takes Mario and the latter loses his memory? I feel as if they are trying to find ways for Mario to die, basically scraping at the bottom of the barrel. But hey, Len makes an appearance and explains why Mario is alive, and... Wait. Len explained that her terms of the wish is that Mario will be a test subject. So if that's the case, then what the fuck is the point of the music box then, Len? In fact, this leads into my last problem with the game, number 5, the insignificance of the music box. The original Mario the Music Box game put a lot of emphasis on how the music box was the reason that Mario was trapped in the mansion, and even goes as far to say that the music box was a seal. But in Arc, the music box does not show as much significance as it did in the original game. The only trace of the music box that we get is by looking in Mario's inventory, which even then is not that much, or it breaking or fading in endings. You'd think that in a game like Mario the Music Box, an object that makes a textual appearance in the title of the game would have some impact in it. Well, it did in one of the games, but in the other it almost didn't even exist. If Len was the reason why Mario was fated to come back to the mansion, then what the fuck was the point of the music box? If you really think about it, Mario could have just broken the music box and there goes Alice, or Alice could have broken it herself. As we've seen, she's very capable of doing so. Whew. So, conclusion? While Mario the Music Box Arc was a major improvement over its original game, it still retained or even gained some new issues when it comes to the series. Now, don't get me wrong. Does this mean I hate the game? Absolutely not. However, not every game is flawless, and Mario the Music Box Arc is no stranger to that. I love this game, and I really hope to see what Team Ari has in the future, because they have potential when it comes to creating games. And if it sounded like I was ranting before on some of my criticism of the game, I'm sorry. I'm trying to be honest. It's just what's flowing through my mind right now. And, yeah, that's the thing. And I'm excited to see what Team Ari has in store for their original game after Wonderland's finished. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave it a like. And I don't really care, but if you do, subscribe, because it really helps on my channel. And I'm gonna get the heck out of here. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!